Build my master, and you will get a 7-movie deal and syndication on subsequent showings on networks. Well, that was a really terrible spiral spiral imitation, but she's got a point there. If she's giving me a 7-movie deal, which Mojo is going to sign off on, so I better do a good job on building Mojo, yeah? So here it is, the building of Mojo. So you start with the leg base, and you take the belly piece. The torso piece is separate. Now you see, this has a hexagonal shape cut out here for the pegs here, which are not hexagon, which are round. And you simply just put the first peg into the hexagon here, and there are these teeth that are supposed to come around the belly here where there are these indent marks. And the easiest way to do it, believe you me, is just put the peg in, make sure that it goes in, and the rest will just fall in place. Here, look. All these teeth, they fall in place. Otherwise, if you start from any other angle, this teeth would go between the where the plastic and the hard plastic and the softer plastic meets. It will go in there, and it's just a bit of frustration. So again, the first peg goes in and everything falls into place. So as I mentioned in the unboxing sort of video, you need to put the head on the ball joint, dumbbell joint, before you put the torso piece onto the ball joint, the dumbbell joint here, because this is square shaped. Now this is going to go in, yes, easy, but it's going to go in. You don't have to fight it like you have to fight the ball joint, but it's not as easy as it seems. So I'm using the tongue the tongue head and the tongue-in-cheek head. So I'm going to just put it in. I might need to use my palm to press it in, so it's going to go off camera for a bit. You must have heard that click. It's a satisfying click onto the neck. And now just move the hands to the side, and we're first going to put the back piece on here, and this slots into the curved peg indent in there. So beautiful artwork. Again, these nodes, they're actually out of a sci-fi. This is also sci-fi pretty much, of an alien movie. It's an alien artwork like this, and it's got these nice wire flowings there at the back. So I'll tell you an interesting fact about Mojo in just a second. So this slots in very easily. Now comes the hardest part of assembling Mojo. So first of all, when you take it out of the box, it's going to be placed like this, the dumbbell joint. You need to just kind of move it off centered, but not in the middle. Move it to the front. Now angle your figure on top of it and move the whole torso piece into the middle. Do that. Trust me, you'll know what I mean by that. It's going to give you a good angle. And now this does not give a good satisfying clicking sound, but it's in. You'll feel it when you press it down. You'll feel that it's on the joint. So interestingly, Mojo cannot stand on his actual mechanical legs. What you need to do is just pose them properly, and it has these 3 nubs which look like bulbs which do not light up, and these nubs, and it's fine. You can just pose it, use your imagination. Having action figures in comics, they're a product of imagination. So you need to use your imagination, no matter if it's canon or not. If it's not canon today, it's going to be canon tomorrow. Not too long ago, I posed Valkyrie with the Red Guardian. It wasn't canon. It wasn't heard of, and a comic comes along where Valkyrie the Soviet Red Guardians, the Soviet Winter Guard has gone into battle with Valkyrie. So it can happen. So your head cannon is real cannon. Good to go with that. So this is, he's in place. Now the final piece is actually the penultimate piece is you can move Mojo around on the hinge here, but you need to just align him so that he is kind of fixed inside into the backrest of the chair. The final piece being the tail, the scorpion stinger, and this kind of nubs in easily. I'll need to take it out. No, I won't. There it is. It's gone in. There we are. So that's Mojo. The tail is not bendy wire itself, but you can move it in these directions, and in a back and forth direction, sideways direction, and the sting itself, it moves, and you can pose it any way you want. I think this is a good look. So that was upside down. In fact, this is how it's supposed to look. So you've got some really good posing options with Fat Mojo here. And finally you've got these wires. Now the thing about these wires is that nobody is going to tell you which is supposed to go where. The same was the case with Dr. Octopus's tentacles. All of those 4 tentacles specifically gave you a left 1 and a left 2 number on them, and a right 1 and the right 2 number on them. And where was it? It was right here on the peg itself. It's, I don't know if the camera is going to focus on it or not. It says L, which means left. And the wire itself, these pipes, if you will, themselves are one end is angled at a bit. This is the end that goes into the backrest, and this is the other end, the straighter one that goes into his shoulder. What's it called? It's the shoulder. There's a muscle name for it. So I'm just going to take a look. This is the right one, and this is the left. So this very simply goes, and the artwork itself suggests that they're up. They're in an upward position. This artwork here, this Mojo artwork, is from a really interesting comic where Mojo travels to Earth, and it's really fun. I forget the name, otherwise I would say it, but so this was the left. So this goes in here. Now these pipes, they don't want to stay in. It's really cumbersome to get them in. I just have to put the other one down. The left, it says L right here. There it is, L. After watching this video, go check your Dr. Octopus's tentacles. It says L1, R1, L2, R2. So this goes in on an angle, and then this goes into the shoulder. Ah, come on. It's a wardrobe malfunction right there. The R1 goes in here. And there you have it. Instant Mojo. Posing pictures later, but Mojo has been built. The interesting fact that I mentioned, this is not Mojo's hair. These are billions of microtransistors that are going into his brains and going into his chair. So what they've given him a look of is brushed back, gelled hair of a TV executive, of a television network senior, like big shot executive. But these are not his hair. He's bald. And all of these technological advancements in their dimension are immense, are really advanced. So they were able to put these in to mimic the functions of the brain, which requires billions, if not trillions, of microtransistors to make subtle movements. He uses his mind to move all of his legs. So, and easier functions with the tail also. So, and Spiral is really pleased now that I have built his master and Rita Wayward. So now you two, let's talk about that 7 movie contract and the syndication royalties also. I mean, there are no backsies on this. You better pay up. So this was the building of Mojo. I will see you soon.